Thank you, Tom. Not only my high school quarterback, but lifelong friend all these years. And tonight I'd like to thank the Hall of Fame committee, Principal Mark Groff, Coach Mueller, Coach Camacho, for making this evening possible. 44 years ago, I played my first season of high school football as a sophomore at Canoga Park in the San Fernando Valley. High school started in 10th grade back in the LA City school system. Canoga had a great football program that year. We won the league championship and we went 10-1. But back then in LA, it was plagued with terrible smog. Many times we had our football practices canceled due to smog alerts. So my parents decided to move the family up to Ventura to live in a cleaner environment. We bought a house up on the hill behind Ventura High School. I remember you could see the waves breaking at California Street out the front room window. This really excited my brother and myself, and we loved surfing. We had the wavy blonde hair, the surfers back in the 60s, and we were pretty excited. We could walk to school. We were planning on attending Ventura, and we'd get to the ocean in 5 minutes. However, before we actually enrolled at Ventura High School, my parents had gone over to visit our new parish, Our Lady of the Assumption. They were in the parking lot there, and the school was letting out at St. Bonaventure. And a student walked up to them in the parking lot, just nicely greeted them. They said hi back to her, and they asked her, what school is this? And she said, oh, it's St. Bonaventure High School. And she just walked on her way. So my mom's comment was then, she said, wouldn't it be nice if our boys would go to school here and date a nice girl like that? So they went on campus and met Father Messa, the principal. While Father was filling them in on the school, my dad asked, well, what kind of sports program do you have here? And Father said, oh, I think you better meet Coach Curry. So Coach Curry's assessment to my dad about the sports program was, I have two great assistant coaches, Bill Little and Tom Luna. Our football team is small in numbers, but very solid with a lot of talent. This is our second year coaching these kids, and they're third year playing together, and we're expecting big things to happen this year. Coach Little's also our baseball coach, and he's working hard building the baseball program. And he said Larry will not be disappointed if he joins us here at St. Bonaventure. Well, my dad was pretty pumped up now and couldn't wait to get home and tell me the story about it, because we'd never even heard of the school. But I'd been attending public schools my whole life. I was a little leery about attending Catholic school. I told my dad, it sounds good, but the Catholic school, did you have to cut your hair? Or, a little concerned there. He said, no, I don't think so, but you have to wear a tie. So 6 months later, I'm standing on the football field at St. Bonaventure, going through Hell Week. My hair buzzed, but it didn't matter because you're not allowed to surf during the football season. I'm at a new school, new teammates, but it didn't seem much different from last season at Canoga Park. The intensity was the same, the players going 110%. You could hear Coach Luna every practice yelling, hardest working team in Ventura County. And I think we were. We didn't win every game that season, but we seemed to win whenever we had to. And by the season's end, we had won St. Bonaventure's first CF football championship. I also played 3 seasons of baseball under Coach Bill Little. And with his coaching abilities, he built our team into a contender by our senior year. And by the end of that season, we had the same result, winning our St. Bonaventure's first baseball championship. Now, championships are not just won by coaches and players, but they need a good support team in place, and ours came from the parents. They were working hard behind the scenes in many ways. My father had volunteered as the groundskeeper, and his job was to take care of the practice field. So I asked him how that went. Do you have any problems with that? And he goes, oh yeah, I had one problem, keeping the field watered. I go, well, how'd that go? He goes, well, many times when I turned the sprinklers on, someone would turn them off 10 minutes later. So he decides he's going to hide out and catch a student that's messing with him. So he did his little spy work and he caught him, but it it wasn't a student, it was Monsignor Hurley, the pastor. See, Monsignor didn't want to spend much parish money watering a practice field. So my dad came up with a solution. On the days he wanted to water the field, he'd go over to school at 10 o'clock at night, after Monsignor was in bed, and water the field. Then to keep Monsignor from getting suspicious, he'd water the field the next day for 10 minutes in front of Monsignor. Get a good attaboy for that. Monsignor never found out. So I spent 2.5 years at St. Bonaventure, and Coach Curry was right. I was anything but disappointed. I had the rare privilege to play on 2 CF championship teams in 2 different sports. And this is funny, my mom was also pretty happy. Remember the student in the parking lot? For those who know her, that was Pam Mansfield, and my brother actually did date her. But that didn't work out, so he married her younger sister, Kathy. So, small world, eh? So you can see, I'm not standing up here tonight for anything I've accomplished on my own. It's been a team effort every step of the way. And I'd like to thank those responsible, my coaches, Coach Dave Curry, Coach Bill Little, Coach Tom Luna, the parents who supported us back then and supported us through our whole lives, and especially my teammates. Thanks to those who came out tonight, and I'd like to share this honor with all of you. Thank you.